My name is A.D. Crenshaw. I'm a videographer and photographer, and my alias. I grew up humble and not having much. My father wasn't present, nor did I know who he was. However, I had a loving mom and grandma who instilled great qualities in me. They both passed while I was a teenager. After their passing, I had the understanding that if I didn't make things happen for myself, chances were they wouldn't happen at all.
What up? We finna shoot some magic.
My name is Justin Johnson. I'm friends with AD. I'm also a fellow videographer, also a fellow photographer. And I was introduced to AD in 2016 at a barbershop. We both worked there. It took us a while to warm up to each other, but I started noticing how detailed he was, how concerned he was with the little stuff, about how organized he was. And so he was really like everything I wasn't, you know? And I already had a camera at the time, so I just really wanted him to like latch on to it. So I made mention of it, and the way AD works is like he's got to think on it himself. Like it's got to make sense for him. So he didn't just dive in right away, but he did dive in. You know, I had left for a couple of years to go out on the road, and right before I left, he had asked me to ride with him to go find him a camera. And lo and behold, we found the perfect camera for AD. About 9 months later, 8 months later, I came home, and like ever since then, like it's been me and AD. And so I needed somebody to learn from. I was somebody that didn't know a whole lot. I had a lot of interest and a lot of passion about it, but I didn't have like the proper format for what I was doing. And so neither did AD. So we learned it together. He helped mold me. I feel like I helped mold him a little bit, you know. We're still learning, we're still growing, and the best thing about AD is like he's just up for any challenge, and that's where being his friend pays off, you know. He's gonna challenge you, you're gonna be challenged, you're gonna be uncomfortable, but you are gonna come out on the other side because he's gonna be right there with you know. So, you know, shouts out to AD, shouts out to Cr3n's Creatives. You know, I love you, man, you know, and I'm glad you're my friend, buddy. All right.
We now have the wild Allendale in its natural habitat. See the way that he bends his arms. Behind the scenes of a multi-million-dollar production. You know what I'm saying? Big things popping, you know what I'm saying? The small places, that's what we do. MTV, BET, VH1, you know where it came from, you know what I'm saying? Big things happening.
Initially, what got me into photography was coming out of a serious relationship for some time and not having anything really to do on the weekends. So in order to keep myself busy, I would just work, but then that was just becoming overwhelming and not really much fun. Blue Jay, he always had his camera. He would always talk to me about camera settings and check out this and have you seen this? And at the time it was like, I really had no clue what he was talking about. I am like an artistic person, so it was interesting to hear the different things that he would show me or tell me. All right, so right now we're at the location of Dominique Trailer's pull-up video. We've already got a few shots in. Everything is going really smooth right now. We're waiting on the stylist to get here with the outfits. Once we get the outfits, we're gonna go do one of the pre-opening scenes to the video, counter that, make a loop around this block, come back, we're gonna load up, and then we're gonna go to the second destination, and that's when we're gonna get all the nitty-gritty stuff out of the way.
And cut.
Put it all into play. But yeah. On the street, and once she gets your attention, you're gonna say you want me to make the call, and then the camera's gonna go back to her, and she's gonna be like, "Yeah, make the call." She's gonna be doing smoking a cigar. I want to say maybe 2.5, 3 hours. It may be sooner, just because we already talked about everything. Right now, it's just kind of filling everybody in so they feel more comfortable with what they're doing. Yeah. Although, where you get that shirt from? I always stay looking out for the next idea. Instagram.
He be Googling video ideas.
So after getting my camera, I was pretty relentless with putting the things that I learned into practice. So anything that I learned from YouTube or reading books, I was just immediately trying to put it into works. And that's pretty much how I got my first job. Like, actually my first job came from a video that I did of me putting on my shoes. And I posted it on Facebook, and someone seen that, and they were like, "Yo, can you make a video for me?" And it actually surprised me because all I did was put on my shoes, put some music to it, made a couple of cuts, and that was it. I think the video was probably like 15 or 30 seconds long, but I mean, it was pretty cool. And so that inspired me to really dive in more, because I didn't realize that you could get paid for it. Like, I know that's kind of like dumb to think about, but me just starting out, I didn't think that anyone would even look in my direction as far as paying me to create something for them, whether it was photos or videos. So, man, after that, I dove in all the way. You lift your foot?
Yeah, I lifted my foot.
Okay, let's do it one more time. 3, 2, 1, action. What's next for me? Well, I'm entering my 5th year of all of this. I've been blessed to work with a lot of awesome people and companies. I really want to develop my voice as an artist through my work. I want my work to be inspiring, dare I say controversial, so inspiring that it provokes action. I want the overall outcome to be personal growth. I think once we accept who we are, we can truly start the process of who we were created to be. So what's next? We'll see.